Oh. Live, 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 live. What's going on, everybody? It is Domatosaurus Rex. We are here for the first time ever going live for a sporting event. A little bit nervous, but I want to thank everybody who tunes in with me today. We're going to get better throughout the stream. My first time calling a basketball game. So, done a lot of commentary over the years, whether it be wrestling, football, all kinds of different stuff, but we are here for Orlando Magic basketball, taking on the Detroit Pistons today. And I will be upfront, I'm probably going to be slightly biased throughout this. And that's just simply because we are rooting for the Magic. Orlando at Detroit. Your starting lineups tonight: number 9, Asur Thompson for the Pistons. Number 12, Tobias Harris at forward. Jalen Duren, number 0, at center. Duncan Robinson, number 55, at guard. And finally making his way back to the lineup for the Detroit Pistons tonight, number 2, Cade Cunningham. Big return to the lineup tonight for Cunningham. Obviously, he's been out of the Pistons lineup for quite some time, making his return for the playoffs. And that'll be a huge boost for this lineup that looked depleted of a ball handler, distributor, scorer when I was in attendance in Orlando for the game just a couple weeks ago. And Cunningham back for the Pistons, the all-star, the superstar. On the season, Detroit 60-22 record, 31-9 at home. So this will be a formidable task for the Pistons tonight. Coming into this matchup hot, they won their last 3 after losing to Orlando. Season results: Detroit 135, Orlando 116, Orlando 112, 109, Detroit 106, Orlando 92, and Orlando 123, Detroit 107 just the other night. Split the season series, and of course, Detroit's head coach is J.B. Bickerstaff. Cunningham, both the leader in points and assists this season for the Pistons, so will be vital to get him back in the lineup. Their leading rebounder, Jalen Duren. This game will be about the resurgence of Paolo Banchero. He had a great game the other night against the Hornets after having an atrocious performance against Philadelphia the other night. He is the team's leading scorer, rebounder, and assist man, so they will rely on him heavily. I can only imagine Asur Thompson will have the responsibility of locking up either Paolo Banchero or the electric Desmond Bane. Again, Orlando gave away quite a few first-round picks this offseason to acquire Bane. Getting him into the lineup will be absolutely crucial for this team. Excuse me as we bear with a little bit of technical difficulty here. Sounds like my mic's working good, so I just wanted to confirm that. We will get live tracking. Again, you can see the leading, I guess Suggs actually overtook Banchero on assists, so excuse me there for giving out false information. Now, this is brought to you by a few different sources. Of course, Negdog TV. If you're here on Twitch or YouTube, be sure to drop a like, drop a follow, subscribe. Really helps the channel. And this is brought to you by PrizePicks, Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal. Also, big thanks to our platinum sponsors, Nerds with Money and Greenhawk Studios. We will have the live tracker here on screen. We do have our PrizePicks play of the day. Paolo Banchero over on his points. We have Desmond Bane over on his points, and Jalen Duren over 1.5 assists. It's been money. It's like 5 straight games he's gotten it. Almost a lot. I like the Pistons and Magic to have a super competitive game tonight. Obviously, we're rooting for the Magic as we square up for the tip-off. Wendell Carter Jr., Desmond Bane, Franz Wagner, Jalen Suggs, and Paolo Banchero, your starting lineup for the Magic as Jalen Duren wins the tip-off for the Pistons. Thompson brings it up court, gets the ball into the hands of Tobias Harris. He dribbles it to the right. Duncan Robinson off the screen, guarded by Bane. Franz Wagner takes the responsibility early on Cade Cunningham, who gets to the lane and misses a tough layup. Good defense there by the Magic. The Magic are a gritty team. They get more free throws than any other team in the NBA as Paolo Banchero goes directly into the teeth of the defense, looking for a foul there, looking to try to get to the free throw line, but the ball deflected out. Amazing play there by Tobias Harris, the veteran, former Orlando Magic player himself. Ball inbounded to Carter at the top of the key, looks for a man. Bane on the dribble handoff. He's isolated on Duran. Dribbles to the right, stops, pulls back. Passes off to Suggs, who lets it fly from deep, and it's good. Jalen Suggs, what a shot. You love to see that early. That's a lot of confidence. The Magic typically do have struggles from outside, so if they can hit consistently in this series, they will have quite the advantage. Great defensively, as well as very scrappy, as it looks like Ausar Thompson misses the alley-oop attempt there to Duran, but Desmond Bane steps out of bounds on the rebound. Tough play there. Looked like the Magic had some good defense. Cade Cunningham inbounds the ball to Tobias Harris, who hits Duncan Robinson on the right wing off a screen. Flash. Magic are definitely going to have to find Robinson as they chase him off screens for the entirety of the game. You don't want a tertiary scorer like that to get going early, especially a 3-ball dependent player. Bane catches it at the top of the key. Dribble handoff from Wendell Carter to Jalen Suggs. He lets it fly again, and Suggs is 2 for 2 from deep. You love to see that early, Magic fans. Jalen Suggs letting the confidence flow on the road here. Robinson catches it off the screen again, but fouled by Bane, who is trailing hard off that off-ball screen. We're going to try and set up the live feed a little bit better for you guys here. Sorry about that. Bear with us, stream, as we try to get the feed looking better for you here. Paolo Banchero goes ahead and catches it on the right block. Turnaround jumper is good. Way too easy. Way too easy. Cade Cunningham off the left screen, dribbles right, pulls up at the top of the key. He's got Carter on him. Loses his dribble. Wendell Carter still isolated on Cunningham. Doesn't quite look like he's got his game back here. Losing his dribble a couple of times. Passes to Duncan Robinson, who goes for the floater in the key. Jalen Suggs battling Thompson for a rebound. Dives for the ball. Scrappy play, but out of bounds. Keeps the way of the Pistons. And stream, like I said, I apologize. We're trying to get this corrected for you here. Want you guys to be able to see the live feed on the screen, so I apologize about that. Bear with me as we set back up properly here for you. Go ahead. That's re-pulled up here. Pistons turn it over. 8-3 early. Orlando up on Detroit. Where's the game cast? Hate to see it. A little bit confused why the game cast is not quite pulling up, but that's all right. We're going to go ahead and leave it like this for the time being. All right, you guys haven't missed nothing from sloppy basketball. Here is what we get back and forth as Duncan Robinson turns it over in Detroit territory. All right, we're back here. Orlando Magic basketball, 14 seconds on the shot clock. Banchero at the top of the key, swings at the Suggs into the corner. He's looking for another one, leaves that one short. Great offensive rebound, though, by Wendell Carter Jr. Gets it inside to Bogner, who just completely airballs an erratic floater. Guys, I appreciate y'all letting me work through the technical difficulties there. Again, we are back 100% here. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Be sure to drop a like and follow if you're new. Sloppy basketball here back and forth while we were trying to get the stream back up. Foul on Tobias Harris. He's headed to the line here. 8-3 early Orlando Magic. Looks like the I guess ESPN feed is ahead where I'm at. I don't know how ESPN's ahead of Peacock, but that's crazy. Tobias Harris at the line. Shoots again. We're gonna try to get this in-game stream right here at the next commercial break. So I appreciate you guys working around me here in order to make this right. Jalen Suggs off the top of the key. Banchero from the wing shoots for three. It's good. If you took his half on a 3-point spread line, you are over on Prize Picks right now. Paolo Banchero for three. Jalen Suggs with a good steal. And he takes it to the rack. Jalen Suggs, emphatic slam off the steal. 8 points early as the Magic are up 13-5. Detroit takes a timeout and we're headed to a commercial break. Magic energized early off the play of Jalen Suggs. All right, we're going to take this commercial break in order to get this stream right, so I appreciate you guys hanging in with us here. Chat, again, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I think this is actually going to be a lot better. Shout out NBC Sports. Okay. We're going to get a new share screen going here. Again, I appreciate you guys working with me on our first technical difficulties here. Again, I hope you guys appreciate the call so far. We are only in a commercial break, so you're not missing it currently. That looks a lot better. Shout out NBC Sports for that. But all right, guys, we are back. Again, we're gonna go ahead and get the stat line here for you here shortly. Okay. Appreciate everybody tuning in. This is our first NBA stream here on the chat. Trying to work through some technical glitches. Obviously, ESPN was ahead of us. Crazy work. I'm giving you guys the most accurate in game. I want you guys saying, "Oh, well, what's he doing calling a score from 8-4 on his end, 13-5 on the screen?" So, like I said, I wanted to make sure I got you guys the best on the graphics here. Who do you guys like to win this game, Orlando or Detroit? Type it in the comments. Let us know in the chat. New to the stream, be sure to hit that like. Share this with a friend. On Twitter, drop a follow, wherever it may be. Orlando looks locked in early in this. Jalen Suggs coming out strong, putting tough pressure defense on Cade Cunningham in this extended timeout. I don't know what is going on here, but this is a longer than normal commercial break, I would. Okay, we're back from commercial break. Throwing a little package on Cade Cunningham here. First 61 games, he was absolutely killing it. Probably first team All NBA, possibly maybe even MVP status with that collapsed lung. Only 3 games since he came back from the injury. He's averaging a double-double, but a collapsed lung is crazy. Cade Cunningham with the ball to start action from the commercial break. Tobias Harris from the left wing misses with a 3-ball. Rebounded by Carter, who gives it up to Wagner. Jalen Suggs at the top of the key, setting up the screen and roll. Gives it off to Carter. Gives it back to Suggs on the opposite end of the wing. Dribble handoff to Banchero. The Magic just look a little bit discombobulated. Not a great pass by Wendell Carter, but he gets it to Desmond Bane. Fade away from the mid-range is gosh. That was a nice looking play there by the Magic. Jalen Suggs with the deflection on the other end, playing great defense early, steals the ball, gives it up ahead. Wagner against Duncan Robinson, the two Michigan boys. Wagner gets the better of that exchange with the layup, and the Magic go up 17-5 with 7:33 remaining in the first quarter. Showing the replay here, gives them the and one with the scoop finish on the layup. Jalen Suggs, 14-2 run he has sparked here in the last 3 minutes, and Orlando Magic are absolutely cooking. Start. Franz Wagner trying to get his form back. Hasn't been great since coming back off injury himself, but he cashes the extra point there, and the free throw is good. 18-5. The Magic take the lead. Cade Cunningham dribbles it back down to the other end. Dribble handoff to Jalen Duren, who sets a screen for Duncan Robinson. Kicks it back to the left wing. Cade Cunningham is good from 3. One thing you don't want to let happen as the Magic is to let Cade Cunningham get his rhythm and get his feel back. Jalen Suggs, he's definitely feeling it, though. Oh, he's off from 3, though. Rebounded and dribbled down to the other end by Ausar Thompson, who attacks on Franz Wagner. He's got the ball in the paint, goes for a quick turnaround layup, but misses. Wagner with great one-on-one defense there. Wagner pushes down the other court. He's fouled by Duncan Robinson with the shoulder. Robinson does not like the call. He said this is the playoffs, playing a little bit of physical brand of basketball. Didn't like the push off on offense, he said. Magic making their first substitution. Wagner getting off the court here. And it looks like the Pistons will replace Robinson after the foul. Kevin Huerter into the game after Robinson's second foul. Tristan Da Silva in for the first time for the Magic, replacing Wagner. And it looks like Anthony Black is now in the game for Wendell Carter. Excuse me, for Desmond Bane. Missed 3-ball by Banchero. Jalen Suggs with great defense almost deflects the outlet pass, but Ausar Thompson catches the ball and jams it in. 18-10. Magic. Whoa, dangerous pass there to the half-court area. Anthony Black into the game, like I said, for the first time, is able to go up and die to catch the ball. Banchero from the right wing attacking Cade Cunningham. This is going to be a great matchup here when these two are on each other. Banchero backs down, goes for the fadeaway. Tough midi. That might have been a travel, but great posture to stay on his feet there by Banchero, and he is feeling it early. 3 of 4 so far. Cunningham takes it from the left wing. This is a 3-ball and a great rebound there by Banchero, who pushes the tempo. Banchero's one-on-one with Tobias Harris, looking to attack. Goes left, crossover, spin back into the lane. Gets the foul call there. Beautiful move by Paolo Banchero, attacking the rack early. This is what he's good at. When he gets his game going in that little mid-range paint area is where he's most successful. He's getting that going early. I don't know if I agree with the Pistons' strategy of not putting Ausar Thompson on Paolo Banchero while Desmond Bane is on the bench. Banchero going to the line. Makes the first one. Paolo Banchero in his career steps it up in the postseason. Shoots 10% better from three-point, actually. 41% in his postseason career, opposed to his 31% regular season average. So Again, Banchero's going to have to step up and play that way in order to carry this 8 seed against the number 1 seeded Detroit Pistons. Second shot goes up, cash. Banchero extends the lead, 22-10. Cade Cunningham dribbles up the right wing. Cross back to the left. Jalen Duran with a great post move. Jalen Suggs, rejection on the big man. Coming from across the lane, what a play. Duran thought he had an easy layup, and Suggs said, no, sir. Transitions to the other side. Anthony Black kicks it to the wing. Suggs, he's feeling it. He shoots another 3, but off the back iron. Good rebound there by Kevin Huerter of the Pistons, who pushes it to Ausar Thompson. Thompson kicks it back to Huerter. Top of the key. 3 ball. It's good. That's one thing the Pistons do have is replaceable 3-point shooters. When Huerter comes in for Robinson, it's almost no slack. Jalen Suggs at the top of the key, running the pick and roll, gets it all the way to the corner. Anthony Black with a great save off a bad pass. Banchero passes up on the 3, gets it to Tristan da Silva, kicks it to the right wing, into the corner. Suggs, he's open. Suggs just lost his early form from 3. He has not been able to hit the same way, but absolute hustle there off the deflection from Wendell Carter. Suggs dives onto the logo in order to get the ball back for the Magic. Banchero at the DraftKings logo, going to work on Kevin Huerter. A little bit of a mismatch here. Goes for the 3, pump fakes, gets it to Anthony Black from the right corner, wide open from 3, but just misses. And this has been the Magic's kiss of death for several seasons now. Just cannot hit from the 3-point area. When they're on, but right now they have started to fall off. Hit a couple early, good-looking shots. They've missed a couple easy looks since. Great defense and hustle so far by Jalen Suggs. I think that's his 2nd or 3rd steal. Might have been a travel off the slide there, but you got to give him the possession simply off the effort alone. Looks like Detroit has made a couple of substitutions. Looks like Karis LeVert and Isaiah Stewart into the game. Cade Cunningham flashes backdoor, finds Isaiah Stewart into the corner, misses the wide open tray ball, and a rebound by Paolo Banchero. Banchero slows the pace, dribbles it up court. Good rebound there by Anthony Black on the screen. Picks it up. Alley-oop finish to Wendell Carter. High-low pass off of a beautiful assist there. Anthony Black getting the crowd energized for the Magic faithful here in Orlando. Not so much in the Pistons land, but the Pistons are back up off of a beautiful layup there by Cade Cunningham. Jalen Suggs pushing the pace, attacks Karis LeVert, and 1 on the layup there off the glass. 26-15, the Orlando Magic have had an outburst of offense to start this game. Crossover from the left to the right, gives them the body, plays through contact, and puts it with a beautiful touch off the glass. 10 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists so far for Jalen Suggs. Starting to develop into the type of player the Orlando Magic thought he could be when they took him with the 4th overall pick a few years back. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, maybe 3rd or 5th. I can't quite remember. Knocks down the and 1. 27-15, Orlando up early. 3 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in this first half. Cunningham takes it up court, finds Huerter off of a flare screen. Huerter finds LeVert from the left corner, wide open. Cash for 3. 27-18, Orlando up. Karis LeVert, a dangerous scorer when left open. That's something the Magic cannot do with this second unit. Banchero goes for the jam. Absolutely denied by Isaiah Stewart. Swats it. The Pistons go the other way, and Cade Cunningham finishes the dunk. Nice standing two-handed, but the play was Isaiah Stewart absolutely stuffing Banchero, who tried to jam the basketball home on the drive. That re-energizes the Pistons and the Pistons faithful here. 27-20, Orlando is up. Beautiful drop-off pass by Tobias Harris finds Cade Cunningham for the basket. And we are in a commercial break. let's get a quick check-in on our prize picks. Picks of the game. I think we're looking good so far, ladies and gentlemen. We're looking good so far. Banchero has been off to a hot start. We need Desmond Bane back on the court, though, to get some more points, because we do have his over on points as well. Should have took the over on whatever Jalen Suggs' points was, because I don't think it was anywhere close to probably what he has already. I'm almost willing to say he's broken that off the initial quarter here. All right, getting into our entries. And we took a 25 to win 100. 4-pick flex play. Desmond Bane over 18.5. He's got 2 points. Jalen Duren over 1.5 assists. He doesn't have any yet. We had Paolo Banchero over a half a 3-pointer made. He was able to cash that in the first quarter. And we've got Paolo Banchero for 21 points. He's got 9 already. Looking good. Looking good. Go ahead and get the stats so far. I'll pull up the official stats. Shout out to you if you're in here watching. You're a real one. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Dino Squad here. It's our first sports broadcast watch along. Comment who you guys think's going to win below. Is it going to be the Orlando Magic or is it going to be the Detroit Pistons? Now we're rooting for the Magic. The stream's a little bit biased, but I'm trying to keep it as cordial as possible. Early stats so far. Jalen Suggs, 11 points. 2 for 7 from 3, kind of hurting the Magic. They might have a larger lead at this point, but also has energized the team with his defense. Banchero with 9 on some efficient shooting. On the Pistons side, you've got Cade Cunningham with 7 and a strong return. Duncan Robinson with 3 points. And then strong scoring off the bench for the Pistons, giving them a little bit of a burst to get back into the action here. Get you guys tuning in here if you're new here. Hit that follow, it all helps. We are in a commercial break here on All right, that looks good. Appreciate you guys again for tuning in. If technical difficulties, we are back in action here. Desmond Bane for the Magic drives from the left wing. Goga Batadze into the game for the first time. Tristan Silva gets the offensive rebound, takes a 3-pointer from the corner, but doesn't hit. Tough situation there, just doesn't quite make it. Pistons bringing back Cunningham, Stewart, Harris LeVert, Harris, Evan Herter. Cunningham drives into the lane, gets fouled. 27-20 Orlando early. 2 minutes and 32 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Magic looks like they're going with a lineup of Goga Batadze, Anthony Black, Desmond Bane. Tristan Da Silva and Franz Wagner. Cunningham knocks down the first free throw attempt here. Again, this brought to you by Prize Picks. Scan the QR code above. You'll get added bonus here from the channel as Cunningham knocks down his second free throw. Franz Wagner hits Anthony Black for the inbound. The Pistons on a 7-0 run in the last minute after that block from Isaiah Stewart. Franz Wagner going to the pick and roll with Goga Batadze, dribbles left, finds De Silva on the right wing, who flips it back to Wagner, passes up the three ball, gets absolutely stuffed on the defense by Karis LeVert, misses a floater, and LeVert with the rebound. LeVert pushes it back up the right wing, hits Cunningham at the top of the key, puts an absolute move on the crossover on Anthony Black, turns it over. Great defense by Desmond Bane, attacking Kevin Huerter, and finishes with the left-hand scoop off the glass. Desmond Bane, nice transition play there. Goga Batadze, great defense, but Tobias Harris with a strong finish over the top. Not a dunk, but lays it in over the top of the big man. Anthony Black finds De Silva in the transition. Back to Anthony Black, finds Wagner wide open in the corner, misses, but a great tip out by Goga Batadze. Another missed three by the Orlando Magic. Anthony Black misses from the top of the key in transition. Cade Cunningham finds Isaiah Stewart, who gets fouled by Goga Batadze in transition going to the lane. The Orlando Magic have absolutely fallen apart from the three-point line here in the second portion of this first quarter. And the Pistons are now on a 9-0 run and headed to the free throw line again. Inbounded Dennis Jenkins into the game for the Pistons. Screen and roll. It's a wide open three off the pick from Isaiah Stewart to go ahead and tie the game back up. And the Pistons are fired up. 12-0 run in the last 2 minutes. The Orlando Magic have absolutely fallen apart on offense. Desmond Bane on the right wing kicks it to Goga Batadze, who is fouled by Isaiah Stewart. Could be an off-ball foul on Dennis Jenkins, actually. I apologize. Jenkins got a lot of playing time while Cade Cunningham was out, really forced him to improve his play. And he's a guy that the Pistons really trust. And no, it was a foul on Stewart on Goga Batadze while he was setting the screen, and Batadze to the line knocks down the first free throw. I don't know what happened to the score here. It says 30-27 all of a sudden. That's sure or not, but Dennis Jenkins' graphic here tripled his scoring output with Cade Cunningham out from 6 points to 18 a game. So this is the guy who can fill it up and put it in the bucket. Batadze knocks down both free throws. Dennis Jenkins back up the court on the left wing, crossover, gets it to Tobias Harris on the short left corner, drives it into the baseline, misses a turnaround jumper, and is rebounded by Franz Wagner, pushes in transition. He hits Desmond Bane on the left wing, wide open for three, but misses in and out. Great hustle by Anthony Black, and Tristan De Silva finishes the tipped ball, gets the rebound, and puts it right into the basket. Pistons quickly back the other way, and Dennis Jenkins misses a three-pointer. Felt a little bit rushed there. Good rebound by Desmond Bane, who looked like he might have been fouled. 33-27 Detroit. Orlando over Detroit. Franz Wagner dribbling the clock out at the top of the key here. 14 seconds left. 6 on the shot clock. Wagner drives with the right hand. Scoops off of the lay-in. He misses, but Batadze with an emphatic putback off the offensive rebound. Beautiful tip in off the dunk there. Jenkins attacking quickly. Batadze, great defense. Too strong off the glass by Jenkins. He misses at the buzzer, and we're going into the end of the first quarter. 35-27 Orlando over the home number 1 seeded Detroit Pistons. Could we be spelling upset early here? Orlando Magic fans, it very well could be. Appreciate you guys tuning in with me. Of course, we are rooting for the Magic here, but we are going to call it as evenly as possible. So far, your scoring leaders for the Pistons, Cade Cunningham, 9 points, 4 for Tobias Harris, and 9 points off the bench for the Pistons. Great scoring output by the second unit, keeping them in the game. Jalen Suggs with 11, Paolo Banchero with 9 points, and Goga Batadze and Desmond Bane both with 4. Great game so far. High scoring output. We're going to take a quick break here as the first quarter is winding up. We'll be right back. All right, everybody, we are back. Thank you for the quick little break there. Needed to get my voice back corrected. Great start to this game here. Orlando up 35-27 with commercial break here in the quarter. Who do you like to win this game? Orlando or Detroit Pistons? Again, great output so far by Jalen Suggs to start this game. He really energized the Magic and got them going. I think Magic have the scrappiness to pull it off. It's going to be a long rest of this game, though. They fell apart with their second unit, especially from outside, and they're going to have to shoot much better from three-point land in order to get this done. Shout out to Negdog TV in here. I appreciate you. Looks awesome on YouTube. Thanks, bro. Yeah, Twitch is the second output. Obviously, we're having to stream vertically over there, but I appreciate everyone tuned in. Templey says, "Go Magic." Yes, thank you. And we are back from commercial break here. Again, the NBA playoffs. This is brought to you by Prize Picks. Again, we've got our Prize Picks play of the day going on right now. We'll give you an update on that here shortly, but we are back to the action. Orlando with the possession to start the second period with a lineup of Anthony Black, Franz Wagner. Speaking of Anthony Black, goes to the lane and is fouled hard off the pass from Wagner. Jalen Duren on the foul there. Black going to the free throw line. Orlando 35-27 early here. Second period just getting started. 11:46 still remaining. The Magic going back with a lineup again of Anthony Black. Misses his first free throw. Franz Wagner, Desmond Bane. Looks like we have Wendell Carter Jr. and Kane is in the lineup. Raising Kane for Orlando. Pistons going back with Tobias Harris, Jalen Duren, Duncan Robinson, Danish Jenkins, who now has the ball, and trying to see who this fifth player is. I apologize. I'm not too familiar. Danish Jenkins rolling off the right side, off the screen. Beautiful pass, wrap around. Duncan Robinson misses from three-point land, though. Wendell Carter on the rebound, and Desmond Bane pushes for the Orlando Magic. Crossover to the left hand, scoop off the glass. Too strong and misses, deflected into the hands of Tobias Harris, who goes coast to coast. Gets the foul on the layup attempt. Took it strong at the chest of Wendell Carter. And it's Ron Holland is the fifth player for the Pistons. I apologize. Great deflection there. Actually, was a block on the layup attempt from Desmond Bane by Jalen Duren, who actually deflected it prior to Harris pushing it down court. It looks like we've got free throw attempts here. 35-27. It's Tobias Harris, the former Orlando Magic star, knocks it down for Detroit. I'll tell you what, for a guy who was never highly revered, a couple all-star appearances, I mean, one or two maybe, I believe, in his lifetime, this guy has made a whole lot of money. I want to be a Tobias Harris in my knocks down the second shot there, 35-29. Orlando Magic as Anthony Black brings the ball up for Orlando. He dribbles to the right wing. Great defense by Danish Jenkins, picking up 94 feet. Gets the ball to Wagner at the top of the key. Screen and roll with Wendell Carter. He goes opposite side, crossover, back to the middle. Wagner gets it to Bane. Off-ball screen from Wendell Carter. Bane, step back from the corner. Too hard off the back of the iron. Ron Holland with the deflection rebound. Pushing the other way is Tobias Harris once again, who jams it home. Tobias Harris having a great game for Orlando, stepping up big here in playoff time. And a lot of playoff experience for Tobias Harris back in those strong days of the early Magic playoff runs at the end of Dwight Howard's career. Wagner at the top of the key, going to work on Harris. Great defense, but he is fouled, it looks like. They did blow the whistle. Franz Wagner getting to the middle of the lane. Tobias Harris does not like the call. Yeah, play the song, Neg Dog says. Play the song. Orlando coming out strong. Tobias Harris single-handedly trying to keep the Pistons in this one. Playing great on offense and defense, the veteran. That's why he's made a lot of money in his career. The guy's just a good player. Franz Wagner from the free throw line, though. Knocks down the first one. This is a guy they really need to step up. Again, coming off an injury himself, just like Cunningham. Just hasn't quite found his groove yet. Has been one of Orlando's best players consistently over time here, and they're going to need him in this game. especially from outside. They've shot atrociously so far. Wagner from the free throw line, going for the second shot here. Knocks it down. 37-31 Orlando. JB Bickerstaff not happy with the Pistons' play so far, down 6. Dennis Jenkins finds Duncan Robinson at the top of the key, who hands off to Jalen Duren. Dribble handoff once again to Tobias Harris. They're playing through him. Kicks it to Dennis Jenkins on the right wing. Jenkins dribbles to the left side. Going to work on Franz Wagner. Step back from the left wing. Misses in and out on the three-pointer, and a strong rebound by Wendell Carter. Wendell Carter hands it off to Bane. Wagner's got it in the mid-paint. Gets it on a post-up attempt. Misses with the left hand, though. Dennis Jenkins with an amazing pass in transition to Ron Holland, who stuffs home the jam. JB Bickerstaff very happy with their defense there. And the Pistons have cut the lead to 4 points, 37-33. Desmond Bane back the other way, dribbles, spins, finds Wendell Carter for 3, the big man with a great stroke there. Magic got to find their groove from outside, and if the big man has to do it, well, they're going to need it. Dennis Jenkins with Kane on him now. Kane, great defense, deflection. Jenkins gets it back, though. They might have called a foul. Foul on the right wing. 40-33. Orlando is up. What an amazing pass here as they show the replay. Dennis Jenkins to Ron Holland. Pump fake, around bounce pass to a man splitting the lane as his other player was running to the corner. That's just good basketball in transition there. Everybody finding an open spot. Pistons take the ball in from side out of bounds. Dennis Jenkins at the top of the key. Finds Duncan Robinson off the screen. He's going screen and roll. Great block from behind by Anthony Black. Absolutely swats Duncan Robinson. I thought he was going to give it up to Jalen Duren on an alley-oop there, but decided to take it himself and just was not expecting Anthony Black from behind. That's why the Magic took him with their first-round selection. Good deflection there by Paolo Banchero on the inbounds attempt. Again, Banchero back in the game now for Orlando. Magic have a lineup of Suggs, who's back in the game, Carter, Kane, and Banchero, along with Anthony Black. Pistons, same lineup as previous. 9 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the second quarter still. Orlando up 40-33 in this second quarter. Explosive first period by Cade Cunningham, but we haven't seen him since. Not sure what's going on here. I have to get a little bit of an explanation personally, but it looks like maybe a technical foul in some form, and Tobias Harris knocks down the free throw. Showing a image of Rick Mahorn here for the Detroit Pistons, who is in attendance. He's their radio analyst. What we aspire to do here on the channel. All right, Jalen Duren, dribble handoff. Dennis Jenkins off the right side, covered by Wendell Carter, who gets back to his man. Tough layup, inside scoop. They said that Kane fouled Jenkins on the layup attempt. He is furious with the call. Is very upset. I thought it was good defense, but that's a bad call, ref. I've got to be honest with you. Whether you're a Pistons fan or a Magic fan, he didn't touch anybody. And if we're going to make those type of phantom calls in playoff basketball, it's kind of tough to do. Dennis Jenkins to the line, though, 4-2, 40-34. Misses the first free throw, and as Pistons legend Rasheed Wallace would say, ball don't lie. Jenkins to the line for his second shot. And he misses both free throws there. Again, the patented saying by Rasheed Wallace, ball don't lie. He was not fouled on that play there from what I could see, and he misses both free throws to suit. Jalen Suggs off the screen and roll with Banchero. Banchero at the top of the key finds Kane. Kane dribble handoff back to Banchero, who isolates Tobias Harris gives him the pump fake to the right, dribbles to the left side, finds a cutting Kane from the left corner, and a beautiful play there by Orlando to get some points on the board. A nice layup. 42-34, Orlando up. Pistons down the other way quickly. Jalen Duren bulldozes his way into the paint on Wendell Carter and puts home an easy basket. Magic push in transition, and Duncan Robinson fouls Kane. Duncan Robinson says, I didn't foul him. It indeed looked like he fouled him, though. Third foul on Duncan Robinson. He might have poked the ball. He might have a little bit of grief there, especially as it sends him to the bench for the remainder of the first half. Tough half there for Duncan Robinson. Hasn't really seen a whole lot of time. Match substitution here for the Pistons as they bring back in Cade Cunningham. 42-36, Orlando up. 8 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Orlando side out of bounds. Finds a Paolo Banchero wide open on the right block. And he hits Anthony Black cutting from the left corner. Jams it on Jalen Duren, who was late to the play. Didn't see the cut. And an absolute beautiful find there by Paolo Banchero. He's cooking early. 44-36 Magic. Cade Cunningham off the left side. Absolutely bricks a floater. Great rebound there off the loose ball by Kane, who finds Suggs, who finds Anthony Black, pushes on the left side. He's got Banchero isolated. Banchero face up off the post. Finds Kane wide open, but Kane fumbles the exchange there. Loses the handoff. Finds Jalen Suggs, who pulls from the right wing. Suggs having a tough night from three. He's now 2 for 8. But Kane hustling, gets fouled on the rebound by Danish Jenkins off ball, and the Orlando Magic will maintain possession. We're showing the replay. Just a beautiful move there by Paolo Banchero. Throws it right over the top of his defender. And that foul actually might be on Jalen Duren, not Danish Jenkins. He pushed Kane to the floor there during the box out. Just absolutely good hustle there by the shooting guard. Battling with the big man. Banchero bullies his way into the post up. Goes for the turn off the drop step and gets fouled. He's headed to the line once again, ladies and gentlemen. The Pistons players are not happy with the physicality of Paolo Banchero, who is playing bully ball with them, quite frankly. 31, I don't know who this is. I got to get the roster pulled up or see the back of his jersey here. Complaining that Banchero was giving him an elbow during the post-up. Banchero misses off the back iron on the first free throw. And Orlando leads the league in free throws per game. They're an aggressive team. They're a physical team. They just need to knock down a couple outside shots and some more of their free throws in order to take control of this game. Paolo Banchero knocks down the second one, splits the free throws. 45-36, Orlando up with 7:32 remaining in this game. Banchero now at 10 points, looking good halfway to his scoring line. Cade Cunningham catches at the top of the key. You got Anthony Black covering him. Dribble hesitation, misses the pull-up mid-range. Great hustle by Danish Jenkins to corral the loose ball that was long off the back iron. Gets Banchero up in the air, misses the and one attempt, but is going to the free throw line. Danish Jenkins with great hustle and a good move there as well. He's been a little bit of a firecracker or a spark here, to say the least, for the Pistons in this one. Yeah, they're replaying the play where Banchero was fouled, and I can see why 31 was upset. It looks like Green probably took a little bit of an arm to the face, but, you're guarding a larger defender, and that's part of the game. It's physical. Danish Jenkins knocks down the first one at the free throw line. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I appreciate you guys being here. Let me know if you're cheering for the Magic or if you're for the Pistons. You got Templey and Negdog are both for the Magic, it looks like, saying play the song. Danish Jenkins, the second free throw attempt, knocks it down. 45-38. Orlando up over Detroit. Jalen Suggs pushing it. Anthony Black catches it on the right wing. Faces up on Asor Thompson. Got a mismatch here. Paolo Banchero boxing out on Green once again, but a turnover by Kane. Just a poor pass on the entry there. Asor Thompson takes it strong. Great defense by Wendell Carter, but Jalen Duren showing off why he is an animal in the paint. Strong rebound and an absolute jam on the putback. Jalen Suggs going to work. He finds Banchero on the right block. He goes up over Green. Mid-range pull-up is good. Beautiful jumper there. They have a mismatch with Green on Banchero. They want to keep exploiting it. Cade Cunningham, pick and roll off the top, goes for a three-pointer. Too long off the back iron, though. Hasn't found his groove since the first quarter. Great deflection by Paolo Banchero on a pass, knocks the ball out of bounds. Side out of bounds here for the Pistons as we go to a commercial break, though. Great replay there of Jalen Duren's putback dunk. They're going to need more of that in this late second quarter, second half, if they expect to take the lead on the Orlando Magic here. Any way to add live score? It pops up in the middle. It pops up in the middle if you can see it. Appreciate you watching and tuning in. You'll get some live stats in there as well. We'll give you the live score as we are here in the chat, though. Again, once again, lining up the stats. Appreciate everybody in the chat. If you're new, be sure to hit that like, share, follow, subscribe, whether you're on Twitter or whether you're on YouTube or Twitch live with us here. Paolo Banchero with 12 points in 12 minutes on 4-6 shooting so far. Jalen Suggs backing him up with 11 points. Pretty even distribution of scoring from the Magic across the board. Beyond that, everybody who has touched the game so far for Orlando has made a basket. So you love to see that as the Magic are up 47-40. Orlando's stat line here, Tobias Harris with an explosion offensively in 14 minutes. He's got 9 points. Cade Cunningham with 9 early points, hasn't found his groove since. And again, pretty even distribution of scoring. But Danis Jenkins with 5 points off the bench, and then an additional 8 points from the remainder of the bench squad, really helping the Detroit Pistons stay in this one so far. So great game so far, Orlando and Detroit. Again, we want to remind you that this is brought to you by PRIZEPICKS, Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. We also want to thank our premium sponsors, NegDog TV. We want to thank Nerds with Money. And last but not least, as always, Greenhawk Studios. You can see the rest of our sponsors down in the description below as well. If you're interested in signing up for things like Rakuten, Airbnb, we've got all of our links down on the bottom there. See how you can support the stream for free. And even if you're not looking at any of that, a simple like and a follow does go a long way here for us and the chat. Quick hockey update. The Tampa Bay Lightning are up 2-1 on the Montreal Canadiens right now in NHL playoffs. PrizePicks, yes, Templey. We actually hit the other night. They updated Ausar Thompson's rebound number, which I thought was incorrect. And we did hit our PrizePicks live pick from the other night when we went to the actual Magic game live. That was pretty cool. So we were back up here in total. We're going to check our entry right now. Again, showing you our PrizePicks play of the day. Paolo Banchero already hit his 1 3-pointer that was necessary to go over his half line. Desmond Bane, 18.5 points. We have the over. He has 4 so far. Jalen Duren, 1.5 assists. He has 0. Need him to up that. And then we've got Paolo Banchero with 12 of his 21 points needed for us to hit. So looking good. If you want to play, get a special bonus just for signing up here with the channel, go ahead and use that link below, or excuse me, above. You can scan it right on your phone, and it'll allow you to go ahead and add that extra bonus. Yeah, they tried to rob us. We did hit that. It was pretty amazing. Cade Cunningham gets the ball off the inbound screen off the top of the key. He finds Ron Holland in the right corner. Taking it back in over Goga Batadze. Hits the floater, cuts the lead to 5. Detroit hanging in there after the early onslaught. The Magic come back with Jalen Suggs, Payne, Anthony Black, Paolo Banchero, and Goga Batadze. Jalen Suggs dribbling at the top of the key, going screen and roll. Paolo Banchero gets the switch. Ausar Thompson onto Banchero. They double team Banchero. He hits the fadeaway midi from the left side, but strong off the back iron and rebound by Ausar Thompson, who finds Ron Holland on the backdoor cut. He's fouled as he goes for the shot, though. I apologize. That's Green, not Ron Holland. Great backdoor cut. Awesome pass by Ausar Thompson. Jalen Suggs with the foul, though, sends him to the line. Sometimes I feel like the Pistons don't quite use the playmaking ability of Ausar Thompson in the same fashion that, you know, the Houston Rockets do with his brother, Amen. Very similar skill sets. They're twins. I just don't understand it sometimes, but great pass there as Green knocks down the first free throw. And the lineup for the Pistons here is Thompson, Cade Cunningham, Kevin Huerter, Green, and Jalen Duren. And it looks like Desmond Bane has re-entered the game after the first free throw for Orlando. Second free throw is off. Good rebound by Banchero. Very strong as he starts to bring it back up the court. Gives it off to Jalen Suggs on the left side. He dribbles to the middle. Throwing screen and roll here with Banchero. Banchero gets the switch onto Huerter, attacks with the right hand, gets the double team. Kane wide open in the right corner, and the Orlando Magic supporting cast cannot hit three-pointers, ladies and gentlemen. It has been the kiss of death for them so far in this early first half. Isaiah Stewart catches it at the top of the key, finds Cunningham on the right block over Jalen Suggs. Way strong there. Air ball. Banchero with the rebound. Bane with a questionable pass in transition. Ausar Thompson with the deflection knocks it off Paolo Banchero's fingertips, and it's going back the way of Detroit. Orlando Magic 47-43 with limited time remaining in the second quarter. Yes, this is the game that we went to the other night, Neg Dog. Orlando is the 8 seed. Detroit is the number 1 seed. They have the home court advantage. It looks like Green is fouled underneath there on a layup attempt, and he is headed back to the free throw line. Green providing a much needed spark here early in the late second quarter, kind of knocking on the doorstep of 10 points almost, I believe. Really helping the Pistons stay in it. They've been in a scoring drought. They've needed some additional scoring, not getting it from some of their key. Green knocks down the free throw. Orlando up 47-44, 4:42 remaining in the second quarter. How can Orlando finish this quarter? Paolo Banchero has lost a little bit of his muster, I would say, as far as his aggressiveness when attacking the rim. He was going strong to the cup early. He started to go for a couple of fadeaways. I don't like when he gets into that mode. Goga Batadze, Banchero, Wagner, Bane, and Suggs back into the game for Orlando now. Orlando up 2 points, 4:42 remaining in this second quarter. Suggs with the ball at the top of the key. He finds Banchero posted up high free throw line against Cunningham. Banchero turns the ball over. Cunningham dribbles it back, but great hustle by Jalen Suggs, who gets back to get the steal. Desmond Bane on the left wing pulls up for three off the back iron. Orlando cannot buy a three-pointer right now. Banchero strong to the basket, fouled by Isaiah Stewart. This is what Orlando needs, is to get to the cup, get fouled, and get some easy points. They led the NBA in free throw attempts per game. That is their game. They've shot far too many three-pointers early here. And honestly, without some of the hustle of Jalen Suggs early in this game, they might have played themselves out in this second quarter. But luckily have strongly held on, and that was a big, strong take by Paolo Banchero. Shooting his first from the free throw line, knocks it down. I want to thank everybody who's live in the chat right now. If you're new, be sure to hit that like, follow, subscribe, share. Appreciate you guys once again. Banchero knocks down the first free throw. Knocks down number 2, extends the lead to 4 points. Paolo Banchero, 4 of 7 with 13 points now on the night. Cade Cunningham back the other way, runs the pick and roll with Isaiah Stewart. Stewart fades, catches the ball at the top of the key, hands it back off on the DHO. Cunningham gets the ball deflected on the pass. He gets it right back, finds Green wide open in the corner. He misses. Ausar Thompson blows the layup. on the putback, had it wide open but missed. Goga Batadze with the rebound and finds Jalen Suggs, who's got the ball on the right wing. Kicks it to Wagner, gets the post up, mismatch. Banchero against Kevin Huerter. They go to the double team. Wagner catches the ball on the left wing, poked away by Ausar Thompson, steal the other way. Great defense by Jalen Suggs. Absolutely sends Kevin Huerter, but they get the rebound and punch it back in. Orlando up 49-47 on Detroit. Detroit has prepped their way back into this game with gritty defense and strong play on the offensive end in the second quarter. Jalen Suggs with amazing effort to get a hand on that one, but not enough defense and not enough hustle from the rest of his teammates in order to get the ball back away from Ausar Thompson, who laid it back in. 49-47. What an absolute game so far that we have, ladies and gentlemen. And I'll tell you what, guys, calling a basketball game compared to football is definitely a task in itself. A lot of nonstop action. This one's been hot. Pace of play has been thick. Come on, Magic, says Negdog. Yes. If you're new to the stream here, be sure to hit that like, hit that follow, hit that share. We appreciate you guys. We'll get you a quick stat update here. Get you your leaders of points. Banchero with 14, Suggs still with 11. Pretty even distribution across the board for the Magic. Otherwise, Desmond Bane and Wagner shooting the Magic out of this game so far. 1 for 6 and 2 for 7, respectfully. On the other end, Cade Cunningham with 11 points. He had 7 in the first quarter, so hasn't really found his touch since. But Tobias Harris and the bench absolutely carrying the Detroit Pistons right now. The second unit for Orlando has looked absolutely atrocious as they have shot 2, 3, 4 for 10. I mean, they're 4 for 20 from three-point range right now. Absolutely atrocious on Orlando's end. If they could have converted just a few of those baskets, they'd have a substantial lead right now. Because we're in commercial break. Again, I want to thank everybody in here. See what the chat said. Sorry, I missed a comment. Doing awesome. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you guys for tuning in. Makes it worth it. If you haven't already, be sure to like, share, subscribe. Again, everything helps. You'll see if you're new to the chat or new to the channel, you'll see a pop-up come up on screen for you. Let everybody know you're a part of the Dino Squad. Playoff basketball. This is great. I'm going to have no voice. That's how we like it here. We've been joined by Goose. Long commercial break here into the final minutes of the second quarter. Again, we're going to take a quick halftime break once it comes around, but we'll be back for the second half, of course. Don't go anywhere or come right back if you do. Great action so far. Let us know in the chat, who do you like, Orlando or Detroit? Who's going to take game one of this series? If Orlando can win a game on the road, I think it would make a huge difference for the outcome of this series. Obviously, home field advantage or home court advantage is crucial in playoff basketball. But Jalen Suggs trying to will his way to an Orlando Magic victory. He's been hot on defense especially. He's got multiple steals, a block of Jalen Duren, sliding all over the court as they show this replay package here. I'm a big fan of Suggs. I thought it was a bad play or bad pick originally, but he's shown why he's developed into the player they thought he could be. 11 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, and a block so far for Orlando. 49-47, 3 minutes and 34 seconds left as the Orlando Magic are trying to save Jamal Mosley's job here. Desmond Bane on the inbound, kicks it back to Suggs, who dribbles it up the court as we get back into play. Suggs goes for the pass to Goga Batadze, just an arid play. Batadze saves the ball from going out of bounds, but turns it over. Absolutely swats Ausar Thompson. Great play by Goga Batadze, who yells at his teammates, slow it down. Let's figure it out here, Orlando. Backdoor screen, Batadze catches it at the top of the key. Sets the screen, He hits Banchero wide open at the top of the key, knocks down the three-pointer, and Banchero with a smile on his face. You love to see that. 5 of 8 from the field, 17 points, and well on his way to the over on that 21-point over-under on Prize Picks on his point spread. We look great so far. That's his second three-pointer. If you had the half, you're already over. Cade Cunningham on the block on the left side, going to work on Franz Wagner. They called the foul on Wagner for the two-handed push in the paint. Great block there by Batadze on the last possession. Really sparked Orlando, yelled back at his teammates, tried to get him going again, and freed up Banchero for the three ball. I mean, that's selfless play. Cade Cunningham off the back iron on his first free throw. Guess we're in the bonus at this point. 2 shots for the off-ball foul. This is the Venmo free throw line. Cade Cunningham knocks down the second one. 48-52. Detroit trails Orlando. Franz Wagner brings it back up the court for the Magic. Dribbles to the left side. He's defended by Cunningham. Passes to Suggs at the top of the key. Cunningham switches back to him. Suggs dribble handoff with Wendell Carter. He's short on the three-pointer. Suggs has not been able to find it since his first 2. He's missed his last 8 three-pointers. He's 2 for 10. Cunningham into the lane. Beautiful find to hit Isaiah Stewart. He's fouled from behind on Jalen Suggs. Jalen Suggs says nothing easy. That's really good defense. Isaiah Stewart headed to the free throw line, though. That is Suggs' third foul. He'll probably be headed to the bench for the remainder of this first half. What's the spread? I'm not sure what the actual spread is in this game. I know that the Pistons were favored. We only went to the Prize Picks end of this one. We didn't look at Hard Rock or FanDuel. DraftKings. Use promo code Thomasaurus Rex. Isaiah Stewart misses the first, makes the second, gets the friendly roll in. Orlando's up 3 with 2:07 remaining in the first half. Orlando 11 of 14 from free throw land. Detroit 14 of 19. They've both gotten to the rack so far. Physical game. Wendell Carter hits Al Banchero on the left wing. He's ISO'd on Kevin Huerter. Goes up and over. Just a tough mid-range shot there. I don't know why he decides to keep going left. Not his strong suit. You can just tell he looks uncomfortable when he goes that way. Strong take by Tobias Harris. Too tough off the glass, though, and rebounded by Franz Wagner. He pushes the pace. Banchero goes ISO on Kevin Huerter. Once again, you'd think that's a mismatch, but Huerter is absolutely clamping Banchero right now. Takes away the ball and finds Cade Cunningham in transition with a beautiful Euro step left-hand finish. 52-51, Orlando up over Detroit. 1 minute and 11 seconds remaining in this game. First half. Desmond Bane needs to get going for Orlando. Drives to the right baseline. Fade away. Off the front of the iron. He has not been able to find it. I think he's 2 for 9 so far in this first half. Cade Cunningham off the screen and roll. Wide open from the top of the key, but misses the three-pointer. Rebounded by Wendell Carter. Desmond Bane trying to push in transition. Finds Wagner in the left corner. Wide open. Cash. You need to see that from Orlando's superstars. They got to hit three-pointers to stay in this game. Franz Wagner now 2 for 7 in this one. 8 points. Huerter off the flare screen. Too long on the three ball from the top of the key for the Pistons. Rebounded by Banchero. 29 seconds remaining. 18 on the shot clock. 6 of 20 from 3 is Orlando. 5 of 17 is Detroit. Ugly shooting in this first half. They've been compensated by free throws. Jalen Suggs attacking strong, going left. Thought he had a wide open layup, but he finds Wendell Carter wide open in the corner, who bricks off the front of the iron. Thought he was open, thought it was cash. He did not hit it. No shot clock. 5 seconds left. Tobias Harris isolated on the block on Jalen Suggs, going up and over him. Misses the free mid-range. Rebounded. That's the end of the half. 55-51. Orlando up over the number 1 seed in the East. Could we have an upset in game 1 on the road on the horizon. Could be, ladies and gentlemen, been an absolute great game so far. Isn't there a way people can scan and use your picks? That would be awesome. I don't have that capability yet. We got to continue to grow our relationship with Prize Picks. Need you guys to go ahead and just scan that code, sign up using our promo code, and if you continue to help grow the channel here, it'll go a long way. Then you guys can just play along with my picks on Prize Picks. That would be great. If not, you can donate directly to the channel in any of the various forms: Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Uh, Again, absolutely great half by Jalen Suggs. Not from the 3-point line, but just from the physicality, defense, and hustle standpoint, keeping Orlando ahead slightly in this game as we go into the first half. Let's go Magic, says Neg Dog. Maybe you can add a screenshot. Yeah, I'll try my best. Maybe I'll do that during the halftime here. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. The stream will still be here. You can chat amongst yourselves. Let us know who you like tonight. If you've got any picks, let us know who you have. And we're going to the halftime show here. So we will take a quick break as they do as well. See you in the second half. Orlando up 55-51 over Detroit. Thanks for tuning in. All right, chat. We are back. Start of the third period. 55-51 Orlando Magic. Thank you for everybody who stayed with us through the halftime break. And we're ready to go. Orlando with the ball to start the third quarter. Jalen Suggs on the left side passes to Banchero at the top of the key. Hands it off on the DHO to Desmond Bane. Drives to his left side. Finds a beautiful cutting Wendell Carter Jr. Nice floater in the middle of the lane. 57-51. Cunningham, top of the key, finds Jalen Duren in the right corner. Hand off to Duncan Robinson. Back to Duren, going to work on Wendell Carter. Loses control, and Orlando takes over possession. Ugly turnover there by Jalen Duren. Desmond Bane with a great move. Switching the pace off that dribble handoff. Found a cutting Wendell Carter on that last possession. Banchero isoed on Tobias Harris. Hand off to Desmond Bane. Bane swings it back to Jalen Suggs on the left wing. He finds Carter. Bounce pass to Desmond Bane, who isos Jalen Duren. Pulls up from deep, misses. Tipped away from Carter by Tobias Harris, and Asor Thompson pushes the pace. Jalen Duren goes up underneath the basket, and he's found by Desmond Bane going to the free throw line. The Magic are now 6 for 22 from three-point range. Getting ugly out there. They've got to do something to take the lid off the basket from outside. And it's going to start with Desmond Bane as he gets his third foul. It has to come from Desmond Bane. It has to come from guys like Paolo Banchero. It has to come from Franz Wagner. It has to come from Jalen Suggs, who's had an atrocious game from three so far. I believe he's 2 for 10. Jalen Duren knocks down the first of his 2 free throws. Of course, this is game 1 in the series. Regular season series was tied 2-2. Game 2 will be in Detroit on Wednesday. Duren misses the second free throw. Banchero with the rebound. Hands off to Jalen Suggs. Jalen Suggs dribble handoff at the top of the key. Finds Banchero. Banchero looking for Bane. Banchero dribbles to the left side. Kicks to Bane. Bane drives. Hits a floater from the free throw line and gets the friendly roll. Toilet bowls around the rim. Had to go up and over a jumping Jalen Duren, and Desmond Bane finally gets the basket. 6 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists for Bane so far. And the Magic are going to need more out of their star. Cunningham going to work. Finds Robinson. One more to Tobias Harris in the corner, and Harris cannot hit. Rebound by Franz Wagner. He pushes the pace. He finds Banchero. Banchero's isoed on the post up on Tobias Harris. Nice move. Fade away mid-range off the post. Look, goes in. Beautiful move by Banchero. He's starting to feel himself. He's talking out there. 6 for 10 from the field. 19 points so far for Paolo Banchero, and we just need 2 more buckets to hit our over. Cade Cunningham drives the lane, loses control, finds Tobias Harris wide open in the corner, but once again can't hit. That's 2 straight misses for Tobias Harris from outside. Bane pushes the pace. He gets it to Banchero. Banchero going to work on Tobias Harris once again. Oop lob! Jalen Duren tried to play help side. He lost Wendell Carter, and Wendell Carter goes up. Nice for the jam. What an absolute dime by Paolo Banchero. Athleticism by Wendell Carter, who picks it up over the backside of Duren and jams it home. Very nice play there as the Orlando Magic go to a TV timeout. Paolo Banchero coming to play, the Magic superstar, leading the team in both points and rebounds per game this season. Second on the team in assists by a very narrow margin to Jalen Suggs. And they are needing to continue to lead on him for the rest of this game as their other superstars have not quite brought their A game so far. Orlando still managing to maintain the lead as we go into this commercial break. Appreciate everybody in the chat, by the way. If you're on Twitch, if you're on YouTube, be sure to hit that like, share, subscribe, follow. It's all free. Unless you're talking subscribes on Twitch. And then if you're doing that, I appreciate you. If you are on there, though, on either option, you'll see yourself pop up in the alert box, though, so you can go ahead and let everybody else know that you're cheering along. Neg says, play the song. Yes, sir. Play the song. The Magic are playing strong right now. If you're a Pistons fan in the chat, let us know. We'll try to give you some more love, but Orlando up big right now. Sending their lead to 7. Paolo Banchero really working the matchup in the post this game. Has found himself isolated on smaller defenders time and time again, or having to go head up against the older Tobias Harris. And they seem to have found a little bit of a mismatch. He's either going to score or he's going to find a wide open man. Just a great passer, and continuing to attack is seemingly going to be Orlando's plan going forward, because they have not shot well from the exterior. But neither has Detroit, which has benefited them greatly. Let us know in the chat what you guys think. Who's going to win this game, Orlando or Detroit? Again, this is brought to you by our platinum sponsor for today's episode, Prize Picks, up above. Go ahead and scan the code. Use our promotion. You'll get an added bonus just for signing up. Prize Picks, #1 daily fantasy sports app. And we've got our lineup here. I'll go ahead and pull that up in the meantime while everybody is tuned in. But otherwise, again, this is also brought to you by Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. You can sign up at the links below using Rakuten, Airbnb, some of our other gracious sponsors, including negdog.com, who you see in the chat. Thank you to Negdog TV. Be sure to follow him on Twitch. Subscribe to his YouTube channel. Shout out to Greenhawk Studios. And of course, Nerds with Money. Pulling up our Prize Picks lineup here. We went Desmond Bane over 18.5 points. He's finally got 6. Jalen Duren, no assists so far, but over 1.5. Banchero, over his half a three-pointer already. He's got 2. And finally, 19 of his 21 points needed. Cash in. 25 to win $100. Haven't already signed up at Prize Picks using the link below. Excuse me, above. All right, we're back to play here. 63-52. Cade Cunningham, dribble handoff. Asor Thompson attacks Desmond Bane on the right wing and knocks in the little bunny on the mid-range jumper. 63-54. Orlando is up. Jalen Suggs headed the other way. He's guarded by Duncan Robinson. He dribbles at the top of the key. Paolo Banchero comes up. Pick and roll action. Headed to the left side. Great bounce pass. Banchero finds Bane in the corner, who swings it to Jalen Suggs. Pump fake. Back to Bane. Bane from the corner. In and out. Beautiful offense there. You would have liked to see Jalen Suggs pull the 3, though. Not confident in his shot, as he's already 2 for 10 from three-point range. Great defense coming back the other way. Cunningham off the dribble handoff finds Tobias Harris cutting. Duncan Robinson from the corner, and you can't leave him open. Wide open 3, and it's cash. 63-57. Detroit cuts into the lead. Duncan Robinson with his second three-point attempt of the game. Paolo Banchero with the ball at the top of the key, guarded by Cade Cunningham. He finds Jalen Suggs off of a little slip action. He misses the floater, though. Not good. 63-57 remains the score. Cade Cunningham pushing in transition. He's got Franz Wagner guarding. He finds Tobias Harris wide open in the corner, and they keep sagging off the corner shooters. You cannot leave Harris and Duncan Robinson open in the corner. These guys are 40% three-point shooters for over a decade. 63-60, Orlando. Looks like Robinson. Oh, they called it on Harris. Harris is astonished. They can't believe that he called it on him. Bane sunk off from the corner there as Asor Thompson cut, and I'm just not sure that's the right decision. Give up the 2-pointer to Asor Thompson if you have to. And not leave wide open shooters if you're Orlando. Quick play there for the Magic. Don't know what happened. The camera crew missed it. Jalen Suggs trying to hustle to get the offensive rebound, but nothing doing. 63-60. The Pistons are headed back the other way. Cade Cunningham, double screen action. He takes it hard off of the pick and roll, look, right hand scoop, layup off the glass, and the Pistons with a 10-0 run in the last minute 30. Every time Orlando extends a deep lead, the Pistons cut back into it at light speed. A great bump off the right hand drive, fends off Paolo Banchero, and Cunningham gets to the rack. Absolute tear of a run there by the Pistons. And I don't know what it is about the Orlando Magic, but they cannot capitalize every time that they get a lead right now. Every time they start to extend their push, Pistons cut back into the game. Banchero, your game's leading scorer by a wide margin with 19 points and 8 assists right now. Excuse me, 8 rebounds right now. Franz Wagner, 8 points, 4 rebounds on 2 of 8 shooting. Wendell Carter Jr., 9 points on 4 of 5 shooting. Needs to get more involved offensively, in my opinion. Desmond Bane, 3 of 11. And I'm looking atrocious on my prize pick selection there, but you want to see him stick with it. Desmond Bane needs 20 shots for the Orlando Magic anyways. 3 for 11 so far, 6 points, 0 for 4 from three-point range, kind of hurting the Magic. So Jalen Suggs finally with 11 points on 4 of 13 shooting, 2 of 9 from three-point range. It's just absolutely ugly. Very, very atrocious shooting from the Magic so far. 6 of 23 from three-point range, 42% from the field at 23 for 55. Headed to the Detroit Pistons side, Cade Cunningham leading the scoring after he got that last layup. 16 points on 6 of 13 shooting. Tobias Harris, 12 points on 3 of 10 shooting. He had a hot start and then has completely fallen off since. Ausar Thompson, 3 of 7 so far. Duncan Robinson, 6 points, and a wide variety of contributions from the bench, keeping Detroit in this game. They have shot 39% from the field. So if you're talking about shooting bad, they have shot even worse. 7 of 21 from three-point range, shooting 33%. So a little bit better from the three-point field so far, but even worse from the two balls. Let's see what Neg Dog has to say here. Let's see here. Cunningham is nasty. Yeah, Cunningham's really good. He was an all-star for a reason, probably first team All-NBA. He was an NBA MVP considerations, but he got a collapsed lung. I'm not sure what happened or why that took place, but collapsed lung cost him a lot of the end of his season, but he's back here for the playoffs. Cunningham's nasty. Wagner is selling. I absolutely agree. Has not played well. Bane is definitely selling at 3 for 11. Who's the guy they traded 5 first-round picks for? That's Desmond Bane. That's the guy who, I mean, we saw it when we went to the game personally. Desmond Bane he's a streaky shooter. I mean, he's a great defender, good ball handler. He's a very streaky scorer. He can either fill it up very quickly and go for 30, 40 points, or he can shoot you out of the game sometimes. That's what he's done so far this game. He has shot the Magic out of the game at 3 for 11, even though they still have a lead. We will not be covering the next game, but coming up next, Portland and San Antonio in the nightcap. Denny Advida trying to carry the Trailblazers. Can't believe the Wizards just could never find a way to use him, and he's obviously exploded for Portland this. 7 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. Orlando up 1 point over Detroit, 63-62 here. Detroit picking up full court. They inbound it to Jalen Suggs, break the press, and they're back at half court. Pick and roll action. Jalen Suggs headed to the right wing. Wendell Carter catches it wide open at the top of the key. Doesn't get respected, but doesn't shoot it. E5 pulls up for 3. Hits Carter cutting, who finds Bane wide open in the corner, misses, but cuts and follows his shot, gets a rebound, and scrappily puts a 2-point basket back in on the layup. That was amazing hustle by Desmond Bane. Very quick to get to his offensive rebound there after missing the 3 ball. 65-62 with 7:11 remaining. Cade Cunningham with the ball on the left side. He goes left hand, pulls up from the wing, and it is cash. 3-pointer good. Ties the game up at 65. And we have got a ball game here, folks. This is an old school style battle. This reminds me of those old 90s playoff matchups of the Eastern Conference. It is low scoring. It is defensive. We are in a matchup here. Moving the basket around, 6 seconds left. Paolo Banchero ISOs on Galen Duren, hits a step back. Beautiful shot over the top from mid-range, 67-65. The Magic go up. Cade Cunningham at the top of the key. Dribbles with the left hand, spins back to the middle. Misses a floater off the front of the rim, rebounded by Desmond Bane. He's pushing in transition. Anthony Black back into the game for the Magic. Goes behind the back to Desmond Bane. Step back from the left wing. And it's good. Desmond Bane opens up the lid on the basket here late in the third quarter. as he knocks down a three-pointer to extend the lead to 5. He's now got 11. We talked about it during the break. Bane is a streaky shooter. Jalen Duren gets the ball in the middle of the lane, attacks Wendell Carter to the right side, and a friendly roll off the back iron goes in. He's now 3 of 4 from the field. Orlando 70-67 after that 2-point basket by Jalen Duren. Pick and roll action. Banchero with Jalen Suggs. He kicks it to Suggs. Suggs finds Carter wide open in the corner. Good contest by Thompson. Finds Desmond Bane, who just cannot find it from three-point range. Rebounded by Tobias Harris, who pushes quickly off the left hand, off the scoop. Oh, and it goes off the front iron. Doesn't quite get the and one, but is fouled on the play. Desmond Bane looks frustrated on the court right now, not even on just offense, but even on defense, as they show in this replay. Beautiful step back there by Paolo Banchero. Jalen Suggs with his 4th foul in the 3rd quarter, so he's going to be headed to the bench for the remainder of this quarter, and it's going to be on guys like Desmond Bane, Anthony Black, and Paolo Banchero to do the majority of the ball handling, with Franz Wagner on the bench as well. We had to call him out finally. Let's go, Bane. Yeah, Desmond Bane. He's having a tough game. Tough game. He's filled it up with a couple of baskets this quarter. He's got 5 points in the quarter, but definitely you need more out of him. We're looking for 18.5. We need the over to hit our prize picks play of the day. Jalen Suggs stays in the game. Very gritty thrust from his coach, Jamal Mosley. Some would say this is a terrible decision doing that, though. If you lose Desmond Bane for the 4th quarter, it's definitely going to hurt this team. Tristan Da Silva into the game now for the Magic, who go with a lineup of Suggs, Banchero, Carter, Black, and Da Silva. Janice Jenkins and Ron Holland back into the game for the Magic, along with this second unit, which includes Duncan Robinson, Tobias Harris, and Jalen Duren still in the game. Paolo Banchero drives strong to the right side, spins back into the middle of the lane, and a great finish over the top of 3 Pistons defenders with another 2-point basket. Paolo Banchero goes over his 21 over mark at 23 points, extending the lead to 4. Coming back the other way, Jalen Duren called for the offensive foul on Wendell Carter. I don't know if it was a bump or if it was a great sell, but it looks like Carter got hit right underneath the chin and was able to take the defensive play, offensive foul on Jalen Duren, his 3rd of the game. Magic back the other way. Jalen Suggs running pick and roll action with Banchero. Banchero fades. He finds a cutting Anthony Black. Does nothing with it. Carter, though, has a mismatch. He goes up with the two-handed stuff inside over Janice Jenkins and Duncan Robinson. Size advantage there for Orlando inside, and Wendell Carter stuffs it home. 34 points in the paint now for Orlando. Janice Jenkins off to the left wing, passes to Ron Holland, gives it right back to Jenkins. He's covered by P5. Banchero locking up. Anthony Black goes for a deflection, misses. Tobias Harris gets to the middle of the lane, misses the floater. Volleyball rebound. Tristan Da Silva comes up with it for Orlando. He gives it up to Jalen Suggs, who pushes up the right side. Banchero on the right wing, isolated on Harris once again. This has been the matchup all day. Triple threat action. He finds Suggs in the right corner, who passes it to Anthony Black from the left wing. 3-point range is good. Anthony Black cashes in. The Magic are on a 12-3 run in the last 2 minutes and 40 seconds, extending the lead to 77-68. Great defense at the top of the key. Anthony Black locking up Janice Jenkins. Deflects the ball out of bounds. Stays with the Pistons. Anthony Black providing a spark off the bench here with the assist to Carter Jr. and then the 3-ball. A little bit of defensive action. You love to see it out of the first rounder. Magic, a team full of their first-round picks, have struggled to put it together, but a young squad finding their way into the playoffs, fighting through the play-in tournament. And here they are against the number 1 contender. Missed 3-ball from the left corner by Tobias Harris. Anthony Black in transition. Attacks the basket. Kevin Huerter can't stop him. And he puts in the scoop layup finish over the top. Anthony Black is jacked up. And J.B. Bickerstaff is pissed off as he calls the timeout. Orlando extends the lead. Game 1 of the playoffs is in full motion here in Orlando. Looking good in Detroit. They extend the lead once again. Let's get you the accurate score here. I apologize. The scoreboard didn't pop back up for me. 79-68 Orlando with 3 minutes and 43 seconds into the quarter. 7 points off the bench for Anthony Black, and he's providing the spark that the Magic needed. Look at this stat line from the Magic. Just even distribution across the board. 11 points for Wendell Carter. 11 points for Desmond Bane. 11 points for Jalen Suggs. 11, 11, 11. Make a wish. 23 for Paolo Banchero and the Magic. 79-68. Detroit back on the other side. Tobias Harris is shooting them out of the game at 3 for 12 after his hot start. Only 13 points. 19 for Cade Cunningham, and they're looking for help elsewhere across the board. Jalen Duren, the best shooter by percentage so far at 3 for 4, but they have not gotten him involved in the game like they need to. I feel like against an undersized Magic lineup, as big as the Magic are, they do not have the type of force to stop Duren inside. Our best matchup is going to be Carter against him or Batadze. But honestly, I mean, if you're the Pistons, you should feel good about that. It has not been the case, and they have not continued to go inside. The Magic on a 14-3 run as we start play back up. Kevin Huerter inbounds to Dennis Jenkins. Raising Kane back in the game for the Magic. Tristan Da Silva, Goga Batadze, Anthony Black, and Paolo Banchero is the lineup. We have Dennis Jenkins, Cade Cunningham, Isaiah Stewart, Kevin Huerter, and Ron Holland for the Pistons. Pick and roll action with Cade Cunningham and Dennis Jenkins on the left side. Anthony Black locking up. Swings to the right side. Ugly pass. Banchero with the strip. Raising Kane goes ahead and gets the deflection. Passes it off to Banchero. Banchero isolates on the left block against Cade Cunningham. Going to work. Backing down. Off-ball foul somewhere. I think against Isaiah Stewart on Goga Batadze. Not sure what exactly happened. Was isolated on the play there. Isaiah Stewart not pleased, though. I mean, and Beef Stew's never been one to be known to be happy about, calls. He's obviously the first one to get the scraps going out there. Reminds us of the old bad boy Pistons. And obviously not quite the foul that they were anticipating, as, once again, the ball doesn't lie. Banchero misses the free throw. Side out of bounds, Orlando up 11, 79-68. Anthony Black inbounds to Paolo Banchero on the left wing. Off-ball screen action by Batadze. Pick and roll with Tristan Da Silva. Banchero gets double teamed. He swings it to Kane. Kane dribbles from the top of the key, but it aridly loses the ball. Ron Holland takes it away, dribbles in transition, goes up, but is fouled by Banchero. Ron Holland, nice push after he took away the basketball from Kane. Oh, it was actually Cade Cunningham with the deflection, and Holland came up with the basketball. Thought that was good defense by Banchero. I thought he was straight up, but it looks like they called the foul on him. Another timeout here, possibly, or a TV timeout. We're going to a commercial break. It looks like Jamal Mosley is not pleased with Kane, calls the timeout. Looks like he's probably going to be taking him out here. Hey, we need some magic. I'm not sure what what you were saying yeah to, but here we are. Back to another commercial break. Like I said, if you're new, be sure to hit that like, share, subscribe, follow. We appreciate y'all tuning in from wherever you are. Let us know where you're watching from in the chat. Are you in Orlando? Are you watching in the worldwide? Are you a Pistons fan? Are you watching from Detroit? Where are you guys watching from? The stream's been a lot of fun. I definitely can see us doing more of this in the future. I want to see it continue to grow, continue to make it way more official in the future. I think we're gonna do one here, probably either Monday or Tuesday for another one of the playoff games. I think I've liked the way this has gone so far. So hoping to see uh, you guys back for the next iterations of this. But in the meantime, let's enjoy this great game. We're coming back into play here, I believe, with Ron Holland going to the free throw line. They're showing Anthony Black deflected pretty much all ball. He lost the ball prior to Banchero getting called for the foul. So I'm not sure on this one. I think they challenged it. It looks like Banchero was calling for the challenge during the replay break. And that's what the refs are confirming right now. Coach's challenge. We're waiting on the call from the referee here. Coach's challenge in basketball. I haven't seen that before. Call overturned. Looks like out of bounds on the Detroit Pistons. It's going to be going back the other way. Great defensive play by Anthony Black. Jamal Mosley, challenges won this season. 38-1, 16 loss. He's 70%. It looks like this is going to go to a jump ball off the challenge. This is interesting. Goga Batadze, Isaiah Stewart, the two to jump. Rest of the Pistons lineup is Herter, Cade Cunningham. Looks like Danish Jenkins and Ron Holland. You got Black, Batadze, Kane, Tristan Da Silva, and Paolo Banchero on the court for the Magic with an 11-point lead. 2 minutes and 46 seconds remaining. 79-68. Cade Cunningham on the left wing finds Danish Jenkins, runs the pick and roll with Isaiah Stewart, gets it back to Cunningham. Cunningham cuts, takes it strong to the rack, just cannot keep up with Cade Cunningham as Goga Batadze. Batadze falls. Looks like he might have hurt himself as he was trying to chase down block Cunningham there, but absolutely great take. Pick and roll action on the left side here. Anthony Black and Banchero. Black gets it back to Banchero. Banchero isolates on Cade Cunningham. Double teamed. Looks for Kane. Doesn't quite get it to him. Deflected out of bounds. The ball retains with the Magic. That was a strong take by Cade Cunningham, using his size. Got Batadze on his back. Looks like he used that elbow maybe to the shoulder area in order to create some separation on the big man, but very nicely done nonetheless, using the body to create the space. Side out of bounds. Franz Wagner into the game now for the Magic for, looks like Kane. Paolo Banchero, errant shot from the left wing, air ball, 79-70 still. Orlando up over the Pistons. Danish Jenkins dribbling on the left side, pushes the ball, doesn't quite get it all the way to the paint, pulls it back out and gets it to Cade Cunningham. Cunningham isolated one-on-one with Wagner, step back, three-pointer, short off the front of the iron. They call a foul off the ball on Anthony Black, boxing out. Might have been a flop. Either way, Ron Holland gets away with a call there. Looks like it's going to be going back to Detroit on the off-ball play. Yeah, they Black extends the arm. Looks like he got up into the throat area of Ron Holland. Whether it was a sell or whether it was a actual damage done there, good play nonetheless by Holland. The ball goes back to the Pistons. Side out of bounds. Looks like Cunningham's going to be taking it out. AB Bickerstaff looking frustrated on the sidelines. Pistons. Inbound into Jenkins. Cunningham gets it back. Screen and roll there with Isaiah Stewart. Stewart sets an additional screen for Kevin Herter. Doesn't get him open. Cunningham still has the ball. Back to Herter. Bounce pass to Danish Jenkins on the right wing. Misses the three ball. Rebound by Banchero. Looks like an off the ball foul. Maybe Bickerstaff says as confused as I am. Looks like it's going to go against Ron Holland. The atrocious three-point shooting continues for both teams. 2 for 7 and 3 for 8 for both squads this quarter. 79-70. This is a grinded out old school playoff matchup. Defense wins championships. The 1 seed versus the 8. 79-70. Once again, Orlando up. Anthony Black going to work on Danish Jenkins. Screen and pop action with Tristan Da Silva. Silva gets the switch. Loses his handle. Good hustle. Knocks it out of bounds. I think it's going the other way with the Pistons. Da Silva is disgusted with himself. Not playing extremely well in this game. He's trying hard. He's hustling. He's got some good rebounds, but has not seemed to be able to handle the ball very efficiently. I think he knocked it off his own leg on that. Go Magic. Thanks for tuning in. El Magico de Finance. All right, Isaiah Stewart at the free throw line knocks down the first one. 79-71. Desmond Bane back into the game for the Magic for Paolo Banchero. Desmond Bane going to have to carry this second unit. We need Desmond Bane to score for our prize picks play of the day. Isaiah Stewart knocks in the second free throw after a friendly roll. Inbounded Banchero. Banchero on the right wing. He's going to work on Cade Cunningham. He finds Batadze on the left wing. Batadze, DHO to Desmond Bane. Desmond Bane guarded by Holland. Nice right-handed floater. Desmond Bane going hard to the rack, and he gets fouled. He'll be going to the free throw line for 2 shots. The Magic, even when they don't shoot well, they will find ways to score. Again, they lead the league this season in free throw attempts per game. So when the lid is on the basket from outside, they will find other ways to create scoring, and they've done it this game. 79-72. Desmond Bane headed to the free throw line once again. And he knocks in the first of his 2 free throw attempts. Desmond Bane. Think about 13 or 14 points now. I don't have the exact stats in front of me. I'll pull them up here soon. Both teams in the bonus. 17 fouls for the Magic, 15 for the Pistons. A minute and 11 seconds remaining in the third quarter. 81-72 after those 2 free throws. Dennis Jenkins driving on the right side, gets it into the lane, passes to Isaiah Stewart. Isaiah Stewart falls, but manages to get rid of the ball. Jenkins gets it back. Screen and roll action with Cunningham. Cunningham posts up to Silva. To Silva playing defense. Cunningham is at the top of the right key. He attacks. He gets to the elbow. Step back. Knocks down the mid-range jumper in front of Tristan da Silva, and Cade Cunningham is back, ladies and gentlemen. 23 points on 9 of 18 shooting. He's been efficient. He's really carried this Pistons team offensively when they've needed him most. 81-74, the Orlando Magic up 7 on the Pistons. Anthony Black handles the rock for the Magic. He gets it to Batadze at the top of the key, guarded by Stewart. Dribble handoff to Desmond Bane once again. Screen. Desmond Bane gets isolated on Isaiah Stewart, misses short off of the rim on the step back jumper from the mid range. Good defense there by the Pistons. Bane one-on-one with Ron Holland. Bane gets the steal. Great play there. And the Magic are going to look to slow it down. 20 seconds remaining on both the shot clock and the game clock here, looking to get the last shot here of the third quarter. 10 turnovers for the Magic, 11 for the Pistons. Great defense either way. It's been sloppy. They slow it down. Desmond Bane isolates on Isaiah Stewart. He gets it to Anthony Black. He puts up a three-pointer, gets swatted by Dennis Jenkins, but he gets his own rebound, puts up a floater at the buzzer. Tip in, no! Batadze looked to maybe have a tip-in attempt. 3 good looks for Orlando, and none of them fall. 81-74 to end the third period. What a game we have so far, ladies and gentlemen. It hasn't been pretty. The shooting hasn't been great, but it's been gritty, defensive. It's been a battle, and I wouldn't want anything less for a first-round matchup between your 1 and your 8 seed, Orlando, on the road, taking the lead here by 9 points. Can the Magic hold on, ladies and gentlemen? Let us know in the chat. 4's up in the chat. What a game. Get you the stats updates here during the quarter break. If you've enjoyed this, let us know. We appreciate you being here. Orlando taking on the Detroit Pistons. What a game so far. Asheri likes the Orlando Magic. Negdog likes the Magic. I think Templey was in for the Magic earlier. We've been a Magic stream so far. Are there any Pistons fans in the chat? If not, play the song. We're riding with them. They're up 7 points or 9 points. Let's pull up the stats in the meantime here, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Be sure to like, follow, share, subscribe. Thanks to our platinum sponsors, Nerds with Money, Negdog TV. We've got Prize Picks and our Prize Picks play of the day. We'll get you the update on that here in a minute as well. Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. Be sure to hit that like, follow, share, subscribe. It all helps. The Magic, 23 points from Banchero, 11 from Carter, 13 from Bane, 11 from Suggs, 8 from Wagner. We got 7 from Anthony Black off the bench. Cade Cunningham leading the way for the Pistons with 23, 13 from Tobias Harris on 3 of 12 shooting. Then just a bunch of scattered points throughout the bench from the Pistons. A lot of contributions off the bench from the Pistons, helping them to stay in this game because the starters have not been able to fill up the buckets. Banchero with 8 rebounds as well. Been a very strong game from Paolo Banchero. P5 came to play for Orlando. 2 straight games. He carried them against the Hornets the other night as well after having an atrocious game against Philadelphia, which ultimately might have worked out in their favor. You know, if I'm the Pistons, I definitely would much rather play Philadelphia, I think, because of the style of basketball they play. Or at least if I'm the Magic, I would have much rather played the Pistons. I definitely don't want to play the Boston Celtics right now, which is what happened by the Magic taking their route through the play-in tournament that they did. Getting to our prize pick play of the day. Scan that code to join. We've already hit 2 of our 3 picks. Paolo Banchero with 2 made 3-pointers. His line was a half. 21 points for Banchero was the necessary mark. We've got 23. We need 18.5 points out of Desmond Bane. He's got 15 right now. And we're looking for 1.5 assists out of Jalen Duren. We've got 1. That is your prize picks play of the day. We're looking for 4 points out of Bane and 1 assist from Jalen Duren from the Pistons. And it's going to hit 25 for $100. You got to love it. Prize picks play today. Get your sign-up bonus thanks to our platinum sponsors. And we're back with basketball action. Start of the 4th quarter, 81-74. The Magic are up 7. Cade Cunningham takes it in for the Pistons. Finds the middle of the lane. Goes for a floater. Is upset. He thinks he was fouled, but he misses pretty heftily. Desmond Bane races up the left side. Strong finish off the glass over Dennis Jenkins, and Desmond Bane puts in a basket. He only needs 1 more basket for us to go ahead and be 3 out of 4 on our prize picks play of the day. Cade Cunningham drives in from the left wing, is fouled in the mid-post area. Going up for a shot. He's going to be headed to the line for 2. Here's the replay. Probably an and 1. Desmond Bane absolutely frenetic pace down the court in order to get that basket. Go back to the chat here as we line up Cade Cunningham at the free throw line. Egdog says, come on, Bane, let's go. Yes, sir. Desmond Bane, integral part of this unit. They thought he was the piece that could help take them over the top. He's only led them to an 8 seed in the Eastern Conference, but that's all right. It's playoff time is when it counts. The Detroit Pistons have lost 10 consecutive home playoff games. It's the longest streak in NBA history. They haven't won a home game since 2008 against the Boston Celtics. Cade Cunningham knocks down 2 free throws, and he cuts the lead 83-76. Orlando inbounds the ball. Jalen Suggs coming back up the court as Cade Cunningham now has 25 points with Richard Hamilton and Big Ben Wallace in attendance in the front row. Jalen Suggs passes it off to Wendell Carter at the top of the key. Carter finds a slashing Franz Wagner with a beautiful right-handed scoop layup off the glass. He extends the lead to 85-76. Franz Wagner getting involved now with 10 points. Cade Cunningham drives into the lane, defended by Suggs, passes it out to the right wing, swung to Duncan Robinson, who finds Tobias Harris in the middle of the lane with an open floater. Beautiful float game finish there. Harris with 15 points now. Suggs on the left side, dribbles off to the left. He's wild. He's frenetic. He loses the ball. Tristan da Silva catches it in the corner. He finds Wendell Carter at the top, who resets to Desmond Bane. Gets the ball to Wagner. 6 to shoot. Franz Wagner defended by Tobias Harris. Looks for a step back. Great poke away by Tobias Harris. Gets the ball to Cade Cunningham. He stopped running, though. Did not get the ball to him. Arid pass. They reset. Dennis Jenkins drives. Finds Cunningham. He gets the ball to Duncan Robinson at the top of the key, who passes in a 3-pointer. Duncan Robinson fired up, his 3rd 3 of the game. Can't lose that guy, the Michigan native, the Michigan Wolverine. 11 points off turnovers now for the Pistons, 16 for the Orlando Magic. They push it the other way. Crazy pass there, but Bane manages to catch it. Keeps the ball alive. 9 seconds to shoot for Orlando. Jalen Suggs, pick and roll action. Goes off the left side of the screen. He pulls up from 3. Jalen Suggs with a knockdown. His first 3-pointer since the first quarter, where he knocked down 2. Big time play there for Orlando off the screen from Wendell Carter. Cunningham drives, kicks, finds Tobias Harris slashing, who goes off the glass. Tobias Harris starting to keyed up once again. It's like the first quarter deja vu all over again. Tobias Harris and Jalen Suggs getting involved for both teams once more. 88-83 Orlando. They walk the ball up. Wendell Carter, screen for Franz Wagner, who goes left and finishes with a tough under the basket layup with the right hand around Cade Cunningham, extends the lead to 90-83. Franz Wagner getting involved late here in the fourth quarter. 9 minutes remaining as Orlando's up 7 points. Cade Cunningham, screen and roll. He fires from three, and it's knocked down once again. Cade Cunningham single-handedly keeping the Pistons alive offensively. 3 for 7 from three-point range now with 28 points. 90-86. Orlando up over Detroit. Screen and roll action. Tristan Da Silva from the left wing. Beautiful Euro step finish, and he stares down Duncan Robinson, lets him know that he's too little. 92-86 Magic. Tobias Harris on the right wing. He's defended by Wagner. Spin. Wagner pokes it away. Beautiful defensive play there. Takes possession back over for Orlando. He plays in transition. He's fouled. Oh, I thought that was an and one finish. Wagner can't believe it. But he goes to the middle of the lane and hits a floater from the free throw line. He only shot it, he said, because he thought he was fouled. 14 points now for Wagner on 50% shooting. Should have been an and one, in my opinion. But Orlando starting to extend their lead here into the fourth quarter. Who's guarding Cunningham? Good question. It's been a group effort, it's looked like so far, but I think they need to get Paolo Banchero back on him. I think the best effort they've had so far, as we're in the commercial break right now, has been Paolo Banchero guarding Cade Cunningham, but nothing has seemed to work so far as Cunningham almost 30 points in today's game. We're taking a quick Mattress Firm break here. Again, I want to remind you guys, Prize Picks is the prime sponsor of today's live stream. Be sure to go ahead and scan that code. Use our sign-up bonus today, and you can win right alongside of us. It looks like Desmond Bane has hit all of his necessary bonuses. I have to check in to see if Jalen Duren has done the same, but we are 1 assist at worst case scenario from hitting for $100 off 25. Egg Dog says, or who isn't guarding him? Again, a very good question. Nobody seems to be guarding Cade Cunningham right now. Need to get somebody on him. We'll get the stats pulled up here. $94-86, Orlando up over Detroit. 8:15 remaining in the fourth quarter. Banchero with 23. Wagner with 14 points on 5 of 11 shooting now. Wendell Carter 5 for 6 from the field. Just an immaculate game. Got 11 points. Desmond Bane 15. Got Jalen Suggs with 14 points. I think we're getting low on headset battery, but that's okay. We're right at the end of the game here. We do have left, again, Desmond Bane, 6 of 17 from the field. He's got 15 points. We need some more Desmond Bane here at the end of this quarter. Jalen Suggs, 5 for 14 from the field with 14 points. Decent contribution off the bench. Limited guys who have played here for Orlando, only 4 deep off the bench. They've only played 9 players. Last but not least, we do have Tobias Harris, 5 of 14 from the Pistons. 10 for 20 today is Cade Cunningham, 50% from the field. He's got 28 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Jalen Duren, 3 of 4 from the field, 7 points. Ausar Thompson, 6 points, and a widespread contribution. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players off the bench for Detroit, all with a basket. Dennis Jenkins has not played well for the Pistons. Been struggling, not quite his normal self. He only has 5 points on some bad shooting percentages. Again, really appreciate everybody who's tuned in to our first live stream commentary here. I hope to continue to grow this on the channel. This is actually really fun. Kind of gets me into actually watching the game as well. They're showing the replay of Jalen Suggs' beautiful pull-up jumper from 3 off the screen. Cunningham went right back at him, though. Looks like Suggs was guarding Cunningham on the three-pointer, but Wagner is D'ing him up currently. Right wing, Cade Cunningham gets the switch onto Suggs. Wagner switches back. He finds Duncan Robinson at the top of the key. He's off the front of the iron, though. Kept alive. Rebound by Tobias Harris. 7:58 here in the fourth quarter. Cunningham going to work on Paolo Banchero. Double teamed by Jalen Suggs. Oh, they call a foul. I hope it's not on Suggs. That'll be his fifth. That would be Suggs' fifth foul. I don't see any contact. Oh, there's a slap on the wrist by Jalen Suggs. It's got to be on him. I don't think it's on Banchero. Referee right on the spot to make the call. 94-86. That is Jalen Suggs' fifth foul. They keep him in the game. Cade Cunningham off the screen, gets to the left elbow, pull up, knockdown. 94-88 as Cade Cunningham now has 30 points, ladies and gentlemen. Paolo Banchero gets the ball to Franz Wagner, top of the key, screen and roll action with Wendell Carter. They reset. Tobias Harris on Wagner. He gets blown by. Big jam by Franz Wagner. Strong take to the basket as he blows by Tobias Harris. 16 points on the game for Wagner. 8 this quarter as he started to fill up the stat sheet. Cade Cunningham passes it over to the corner. He finds Ausar Thompson, who's fouled by Franz Wagner on the take. 96-88 Orlando is up. Ausar Thompson will be headed for two. Wagner did manage to throw it down on Ausar Thompson as well, who was late recovering, helping out Tobias Harris on the blow-by. That was a big, energetic dunk there. Ausar Thompson knocks down the first of his 2 free throws, cuts the margin to 7 points, 96-89. Franz Wagner, 6 of 12 from the field. He's headed to the bench. Not happy about it. Jamal Mosley is pumped up, though. He subs in Desmond Bane. Thompson knocks down the second of his 2 free throws. Gets it to Jalen Suggs. Jalen Suggs gets it to Banchero, dribbles up. He's isolated one-on-one with Tobias Harris. They're looking to set up a play. De Silva comes to set the screen action. Gets the double team. De Silva wide open from 3 on the pick and pop. He second-guessed himself. Let's go an arid 3 ball, and he does not get the offensive rebound. Cade Cunningham gets the ball and ends up in transition, fouled as he goes to the rack. He'll be headed to the line for 2. Cade Cunningham once again getting to the free throw line. Terrible shot there by Tristan De Silva. You can tell he's just not comfortable, not confident in himself. And a great play by Jalen Suggs there to knock away the ball at the rim. That could have been an and one. Cunningham to the line for his first of 2 shots. That foul was on Desmond Bane, his 4th. Cunningham, swoosh, knocks it down. 96-91. Orlando up 5. 6:48 remaining in this game. Detroit is in the bonus. Cunningham trying to will his way. 8 points in this 4th quarter. 9. Count the second free throw. 96-92 Orlando trying to survive. Jalen Suggs telling his team, let's settle down here. Let's get a good basket. He picks up the ball. 92-96. Screen and roll action with Wendell Carter. He finds him in the middle. He's got Tristan De Silva wide open from the right wing, and he makes up for it. 3-ball splash. Tristan De Silva puts the Magic back up 7. 10 for 32 on the night now is Orlando from 3 range, but that was one of the big ones. Missed 3-ball from the right wing. Orlando battling for a rebound. Looks like an off-ball foul is going to go on Ausar Thompson. He was holding on to Wendell Carter as they were fighting for the rebound. Ball is going to be going back to Orlando. Like Jalen Suggs saved the arid shot, and it's going to be a foul on Ausar Thompson. Orlando gets the ball, dribble handoff action. Wendell Carter goes to Desmond Bane. Desmond Bane attacks to the middle of the rim. He finds Wendell Carter wide open underneath the basket, and that's a beautiful assist. Wendell Carter with a left-handed scoop underneath. 101-92 Orlando. Wendell Carter, 6 of 7 tonight, 13 points. Great play by the Orlando Magic center. Cunningham on the right wing. He's going to work on Banchero. Banchero stifles him. Gives it up to Duncan Robinson. He's guarded by De Silva. Da Silva drives, baseline, and it looks like he's fouled by Wendell Carter. It's going to be a 1-and-1. An on-the-floor foul. What an absolute dime there by Desmond Bane to Wendell Carter as they show the replay. Da Silva can score. Yeah, Da Silva can score when he's left open. Absolutely. Hey, don't call me Richie Cunningham. I don't know what that means, but man, is he putting up an absolute gem of a playoff performance tonight in his first playoff, or maybe he was in the play-in last year. I don't know if this is his first real playoff game or not. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, guys. Jalen Duren going to the free throw line here. And he misses the front end of the foul bonus. No 1-and-1 in the NBA. Straight to 2 shots. Dennis Jenkins checking back in for Cade Cunningham. 5:47 remaining. 101-92. Magic going to the lineup of Suggs, Da Silva, Bane, Banchero, and Carter. Duran knocks down the second half of the 1-and-1. Pistons look to have Dennis Jenkins, Thompson, Tobias Harris, Jalen Duren, and Duncan Robinson on the court. Wendell Carter catches it on the right wing. Goes for a shimmy. Dribble handoff action with Desmond Bane. Pick and roll. He goes to the left. Desmond Bane at the free throw line. He finds Da Silva at the top of the key. Dribbles to the free throw line. Pull up. Ugly shot there off the back of the iron. Da Silva just does not look comfortable. Ausar Thompson. Transition. Good deflection there by Jalen Suggs. Magic come up with the loose ball. Suggs has been an animal on defense tonight. Paolo Banchero, top of the key. He's slowing the game down. He finds Suggs on the left wing. He's guarded by Tobias Harris. Off ball jostling once again by Thompson with one of the Magic players going to bat on Paolo Banchero there, and he picks up another foul. Magic getting one step closer to the bonus with that one. Da Silva checks out. Great hustle there, just not quite what we needed as far as knocking down some shots. A big three ball, but time to get Franz Wagner, who was hot, back in the game. Happy days, Richie Cunningham, got it. Got to watch that one. Cade Cunningham, 32 points on 11 of 22 shooting as the Magic inbound from the side. They get it in. Wendell Carter, handoff action. Desmond Bane, step back over Isaiah Stewart from the baseline. Desmond Bane starting to heat up as that's a 2-ball, extending the lead to 10. 103-93 Magic. 17 points for Desmond Bane. Cade Cunningham back down the right side. Absolute blow by. Gets right to the basket. Puts it high off the glass. 34 points for Cade Cunningham. 103-95 Magic. Their lead is 8. Suggs. Dribble handoff action once again. Gets it to Wendell Carter. Desmond Bane at the top of the key. He's going to work on Dennis Jenkins. He's got the mismatch. Goes for a step back. Great block on the help by Tobias Harris. But he left Paolo Banchero wide open for 3 from the left wing. He misses. Big rebound by Kevin Huerter for the Pistons. Gets it back to Cade Cunningham. Top of the key. 8-point lead. Both teams are 2 for 4 from 3-point range this quarter. He attacks on Wendell Carter. Floater in the middle of the lane, in and out of the rim. They're battling for the rebound off Tobias Harris, and it goes the way of the Magic. Great battle down low by Desmond Bane with the bigger defenders. Desmond Bane has the heart of a lion, only 6'6", short arms, but the guy gets up there with the best of them for rebounds. Banchero and Carter battling down there as well. Everybody looking to board for Orlando. 103-95, Jalen Suggs. Screen action. He blows by Tobias Harris, high off the glass, and it's blocked by Isaiah Stewart. Rebound. He gets it to Dennis Jenkins in transition. High off the glass, too strong, but fouled. I think the foul is on Desmond Bane. Frenetic action there. Great block by Isaiah Stewart as he catches the left-handed layup from Suggs. Jenkins tried to use the shoulder. He went into Bane and he caught the foul before he missed the layup. It looks like we're going to a TV timeout. What a game, ladies and gentlemen. 103-95, Magic up 8 points. Desmond Bane, absolute monster, getting back involved here. We need him. I'm not sure if Durant actually cashed in yet, but let's go check our prize picks lineup of the night. 25 to win $100. 4-pick flex play. Let's get the update to this lineup here. 18.5 is the over. We got Desmond Bain with 17 points. We need one more bucket. One more assist from Jalen Duren cashes. Plenty of time still remaining in this game. 94, 88, 7 minutes and 45 seconds. Excuse me, I apologize. I had to get this re-updated here. 103-95, 8-point lead here. Orlando up over the Pistons. Banchero with 23. Wagner coming on strong in the fourth quarter with 16. Carter Jr. 13. Bain with 17 and Suggs with 14. Cunningham, 34, is your game leader with points. Tobias Harris starting to spark off here in the fourth quarter as well. 17 points. Even distribution across the board, across the rest of the scoring from the Pistons, getting a wide contribution from 8 members off the bench. I mean, that's playoff basketball. 3 minutes and 45 seconds remaining here. Great game. Good casting. Thank you. I appreciate that. If you guys are enjoying this, be sure to like the channel. If you're new, hit that follow, hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel, whether you're watching this live or whether you're watching this on a replay. Orlando Magic trying to pull off a huge upset here in the first round on the road. We're dual casting on both YouTube and Twitch. Thank you to everyone watching on both platforms. You guys are the real MVPs. If you guys want to see more of this, let us know as well in the chat. We've been streaming a lot of Pokemon lately. It's been going well for us, so we appreciate you guys if you've been checking us out there, or if you're new to the channel here, obviously. You want to see more of this type of content, let us know what type of teams you want to see us cover. I'm an Orlando Magic guy myself. That's why I decided to cover this game. But if you want to see me cover some other teams, some other games, some other sports even, I'd be willing to try. Let's go for it. We'll be back for football season for sure. Sundays will never be the same. We've got great playoff basketball as we are still in a commercial break here. Long fourth quarter break. They're giving these guys an extended time here, getting these commercials in, squeezing them in. I'm going to get my commercial in the meantime as well. Prize Picks up above. Venmo, PayPal, Cash App if you'd like to donate directly. If you're on YouTube, be sure to check out the description. In the description, you'll see some of our partners like Rakuten, Airbnb, negdog.com, Nerds with Money. Appreciate all of our sponsors who help out this channel. And if you're looking to appreciate and help this channel, we're looking for new sponsors and donations all the time. So, Jamal Mosley on playing Detroit in the postseason. There's a physicality of this game that's going to be real. There's going to be a lot of aggression, a lot of physicality, and it's going to be a dogfight. And that's exactly what we've seen. JB Bickerstaff on the other side for the Pistons. This has been an intense defense, old school, gritty, grinded out game. 103-95. Dennis Jenkins at the free throw line. 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Off the front iron. He misses the first of two. I'm not sure what happened with the Lightning. Obviously, Neg Dog let us know that the Lightning did something. Hockey game is something or other. Be something here. Dennis Jenkins at the line for his second free throw. He knocks down the second. 103-96. Bolt's hockey game is my request. Oh, the next one? Man, I don't know if I could do hockey. That would be tough. We can try, though. I don't know if I have enough of the lingo. 103-96, Orlando up over Detroit after that second free throw. Swing to the left wing. Suggs gets it to Wagner. Wagner posted up one-on-one with Cade Cunningham on the left block. Going to work. Battles in. Probably an and one finish there, but gets around Cade Cunningham with the right on the left side and puts it in for 2 points. Wagner's got 18, 10 points this quarter, and he's absolutely battling. He's guarding Cunningham as well. Forces him into the defense. Wendell Carter goes up. Cunningham misses with the right. Too strong off the glass. Paolo Banchero with the rebound. Banchero goes in. He's got Wagner posted up on Kevin Huerter underneath, and he gets fouled. Wagner going to the free throw line. Beautiful pass there by Banchero, managing to get it up and over the defense from almost half court. Wagner going to the post game, says he's too big. 2 straight post possessions, a bucket, and a trip to the free throw line. You love to see Orlando attacking. Again, this team best when they are attacking. They led the league in free throw attempts per game. and they've got a lot of them this game as well. 105-96, Orlando. Wagner misses the first of his two, though. Orlando's got a lineup of Banchero, Wagner, Suggs. Looks like Wendell Carter Jr. and Desmond Bane on the court currently. Looks like Stewart, Cunningham, Jalen Duren, Kevin Huerter, and Dennis Jenkins is the lineup for Detroit. He knocks down the second. 106-96. Orlando up 10. 3 minutes remaining. Wagner turning up this game. Yes, he is. Absolutely. Kevin Huerter being defended by Desmond Bane. He swings it to Cade Cunningham. Wagner on the defense. Cunningham with the 1-2 step, the crossover. He gets to the left, but he misses the entire basket with the layup, and it's rebounded by Orlando. Well, I guess that was a block. 6 blocks now for the Magic. 6 for Detroit as well. Paolo Banchero going to work. He's isolated on Isaiah Stewart at the top of the key. He gets to the blow by to the right hand. He passes it across. Errant pass, though, and it's stolen by Kevin Huerter. He pushes it up to Cade Cunningham. Cunningham goes up for the layup and passes it, though. Gets it to Dennis Jenkins in the left corner. He bricks the three-pointer short off the iron. Wagner pushes in transition, and he lays it up for the alley-oop layup attempt by Jalen Suggs. I thought he was going to bang it home, but he puts it in softly off the glass. 108-96 Orlando. Need a patented Paolo right side. We saw it 2 possessions ago for a turnover. 16 points now for Jalen Suggs. 5 rebounds, 4 assists. A well-rounded game for Suggs. We go to another commercial break. This is playoff basketball at its finest. 10 seconds of gameplay. Then we go to a free throw. It looks like some sort of technical foul against Franz Wagner. I apologize. I thought we were going to a break. I'm not sure what happened there, but Cade Cunningham knocks down a free throw. 108-97. I'm not sure what happened there, guys. I apologize. 108-97, Orlando up over Detroit. Cade Cunningham knocks down a free throw to take the lead back down to 11 points. 2 minutes and 13 seconds remaining in this matchup. Cade Cunningham brings it back up the left side. He's guarded by Franz Wagner. Switch off onto Wendell Carter. Stutter step. Hezzy blows by. Gets it to the corner. Tobias Harris wide open in the right corner, and he just cannot knock it down. Orlando has shot atrociously, 10 for 31 from three-point range this game. The only reason this game's as close as it is Orlando's also shot 10 for 33. Big rebound there by Wendell Carter, and Desmond Bane slows the pace down at the top of the key. He's being guarded by Robinson. ISO. He steps back, shoots the three, and it's a brick. Jalen Duren. Big rebound. Cade Cunningham pushing in transition. Hezzy in and out. Almost puts Jalen Suggs in a blender, but Suggs manages to poke the ball out as he's falling down, and it's going to be Detroit basketball staying this way, but great defense there by Jalen Suggs. 1 minute and 33 seconds remaining. Cunningham says he got slapped in the face. He thought it was a foul. I think they're challenging the play call here. It looks like they actually called it off of Cunningham, going back to Orlando. Like immaculate defense there by Jalen Suggs. And honestly, I can only say I have to side with the referees here. They're challenging for a call to the face there. It looks like some sort of a swipe down. They think they fouled Cunningham, but I'm not sure if you can challenge for a foul. So excuse my ignorance there if anybody else can correct me. But I don't know if you can challenge for a foul. Either way, it's off Cunningham. Looks like it's going to be going back to Orlando. Absolute barn burner of a matchup. We're in trivia time here with Carmack's commercial with the actual game. So we're going to go back to our commercials here. Shout out to Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. Again, our Prize Picks is our premium sponsor for today's show. Again, be sure to use our code above in order to sign up. You'll get a special bonus. We are rocking our 25 for 100 lineup. Paolo Banchero has hit twice for us on the over on his points. Need 1 assist from Jalen Duren and 1 basket from Desmond Bane in order for this play to hit, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll keep you updated on that as we go. I think you can challenge a foul. I think that's what's going on here. The call looks like it's been overturned at this time. I think it's going back to the Pistons. Jalen Suggs, oh, they called a foul on Jalen Suggs, a slap on the wrist with 1 minute 33 seconds. Jalen Suggs is now fouled out.